I have been working on. I'm part of a zine. Where's my art? Oh, let me get my tablet out. Um. Hey, there we go. So I am part of a zine. Hi. I'm switching the art. I'm part of a zine where we're doing. Is it? I'm going to probably hopefully pronounce this right. Jajinkas of the first two generations of Pokemon. We got randomly assigned a Pokemon from those two generations. We were allowed Pokemon trades, so a lot of people traded their Pokemon, but I did not trade my Pokemon because I got Chansey, and I was okay with that. So we can work on this. It's actually a two, yeah, okay. Too many thoughts happening. This is a two-parter. By the way, can you guys hear the music? I want to make sure you guys can hear it. This is a two-parter project. So we are starting out with making reference pictures of our Pokemon and what they look like. And that's the first part. The second part is to make an illustration with our the actual Pokemon and our Jajinkas, which I haven't thought of too much because I'm still at this part. There are some speedy mother frickers in that like zine. There are people who already did the reference sheet and their illustration, and I'm like, it hasn't even been the first check-in. Can y'all calm down? But I'll work on this. But if you don't know what Chansey looks like, this is Chansey. This is the Pokemon I was assigned. This is not they asked for like your favorite Pokemon from the generation, and at that point it was just Kanto. They didn't put Johto in it yet, and I was like, well, my favorite, which is not Evolution, because everyone would pick an Evolution, is I put Clefable. I did not get Clefable, obviously. I got Chansey, but Chansey's pretty freaking close. And if you don't know what Clefable, I will show you. I will show you Clefable. Oh, I will not show you Clefable. There you go. That's Clefable. Round pink thing. They're both round pink things. Can you tell? They're both round and pink. So I'm okay with this. With appendages on their head, exactly. Well, and one has wings, one does not, but that's fine. So I have Chansey here. Actually, opinion time. What do you guys think of these colors right here on this drawing? Like a serious feedback. I would like actual advice on this. How do the colors look on this? You like them? They are all the colors here are from Chansey, so they're directly from the Pokemon. I just wanted to like match the Pokemon. Let me put Chansey up again. I'll put Chansey over here. Like like I made the pocket the same color because the pocket is like important, and then the hair is like the little appendages. Um, and then like the lots of pink and blue eyes. And then I made this blue gem. I did try to make fancy, like, magical nurse girl type vibes. And I say magical girl because the last two, like the other Pokemon ones I've done are magical girl inspired, if I can find them. Is on so on the left here is Clefable, and on the right is Mega Adino. I love Adino. I love Adino so freaking much. My favorite Pokemon. I love if you don't. Okay, hold on. Let me also I'm mostly doing this for Astriel's benefit, not gonna lie, because Astriel doesn't is not a Pokemon person. This is my favorite Pokemon. This is my favorite Pokemon. Everyone has a Pokemon, and this one is mine. I think they're neat. And they're really cute. Hi, Kitty. You guys want to see Cindy? She must harass. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Speaking of cute, hi, Cindy. Where is my webcam? Oh my god. I don't know what that was about. Cindy, come back over here. Alright, hold on. I'm too far. Cindy! It's a kitty! It's a kitty cat! It's a kitty cat who's screaming at me! It's a kitty cat who comes and pokes me! You're a big poker! Cindy Lou! Cindy Lou! They say hi, Cindy! Hi, Cindy Lou! And again, you don't know. Oh, God. Hello. Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello? Did my webcam just break? Hello? Uh, hello? Uh, okay. That was weird. Anyways, as usual, Ella is over there. Ella's over there in the box. That's not for you. That was to point out Ella, not you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This is the this is okay. There's the cat cam. I'm gonna now try to draw with one hand while petting with the other. You ready for this? It's gonna be great concentration, I'm sure. Uh okay. I'm gonna use the symmetry tool because I can. No one can stop me. Yeah, give me a moment. I have to use both my hands a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay. We are good now. It is just cat and art. This is what dreams are made of, right? Honestly, I really wish, like, I've been really wishing lately. I really wish that capitalism wasn't such a bitch. I hate having like a day job while also being a creative, because I really just want to create things, but I have to go to a job and then I have to like have energy, and sometimes I don't have energy after my job. And this week sucks because um not that I'm saying streaming sucks. I want to preface this. I like streaming. I like hanging out with you guys. But I've mentioned before that on my stream days, because I am now driving home from work, it comes it becomes a day where I just come home and then stream, and I don't really have any time for anything else. And then Tuesday I have an appointment after work, and Thursday I have an appointment after work, and the Thursday one isn't as long as the Tuesday one, but it's still like in, you know, this is probably a neurodivergent thing where it's just like it takes up, it's a big major thing in my head, so it's like, well, I can't do anything for the rest of the day type deal. And then um we're about to have an ad break. Is that it? Well, I'm not gonna pet you if you're down there. And then Wednesday I don't have anything happening after work, but my second, like, the supervisor of my supervisor decided I'm going on a field trip during work in the afternoon, and I'm not excited about it because I know that it's going to, it for some reason it takes up more, again, space in my mind, where it's like, well, I'm not going to have energy to do anything else. The mega visor? What are you talking about? Oh, the mega super. Okay, I never mind. I clicked it. I got it. But yeah, yeah, like, in my head, it's like, well, I won't be able to do anything else that day because I'm going to be so tired from going to this thing during work because it requires a lot of social energy. And so I'm just like grumbling about this week because that means like a lot of, uh, like, as much as I like streaming, it does take a lot of social energy out of me. And so, like, obviously I'm annoyed because every day this week, other than Saturday, is going to eat up all my social energy. All right, we're having our last ad break. And again, I like streaming. It's honestly, it's because of my day job. I'm just like, dang, if only my day job didn't take up so much of my freaking time and energy, I would be a whole lot happier. Then I would have I could do longer streams, or I do more streams. Actually, it would probably be that one. It would probably be me doing more streams, because then I wouldn't feel like I sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I could do a Wednesday stream, and then I'm like, no, and not because I hate anyone. It's just like, ugh, I don't, I don't, I want to have uh. It's just because my job takes up so much time. If I did not have a full time job, I would stream more, I think. because then I'd be like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything Wednesday morning, so I can chill, relax, and be ready for my stream in the evening. Or I could be like, oh, I'm going to stream Wednesday morning and then chill for the rest of the day. When I mean chill, I mean do my other adult responsibilities like dishes and stuff. But life is not like that, so unfortunately. But that's also why, and I've already said this on the Discord, I'm so sorry about not doing any like movie nights right now. It's literally just because life has decided to pick up some speed. Part of it is because have um I picked up some physical therapy stuff actually. And my physical therapist was originally going to want me there weekly, and of course I was like, how much is it going to be? And then we might change that, but she wants me there often, and that just is very overwhelming. Um and then there's just life stuff. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, guys. Help me. I don't want to be an adult anymore. Not in this society anyways. In this world, I'm good. Oh, Astral, you were not here. But if you're are you really good about searching up things? I ask because I'm really bad. I'm really bad about like finding things. This because this is related to the archipel. Oh my god! I heard Sugar Pop say it, and I completely forgot us. The multi randomizer thing. If you can figure out, if you're, I don't know how good you are at searching things. I need help. For some reason, this would be better demonstrate if I could show you. Hold on. If I show you, do I have? Not window capture. I want display capture, please. Okay. It's fine if you can't see me. Is it? This is a slight tangent. I'm so sorry. Okay, so generate. If I hit open, it's supposed to take the file you gave me and the file I have and put it together into a multi-world, right? But it's having, I don't know what's happening here. Please. Game appears as unbeatable. Wait, what? Creating multi-world, creating items, calculating access rules. Begin output. Cannot access required location for accessibility check? Astro, what did you do? Astral, this is all you! Did you break it somehow? It appears unbeatable. Okay, well, this explains. Okay, because what happens is what's supposed to happen. Is it supposed to generate the game, and then I'm supposed to um be able to see it in here as a zip file. It's supposed to be a zip file that has like spoiler log and blah 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 in it. Link sprite not loaded. Loading link from base. What happened? I think this is all you. What happened? Why? What did you? What did you do? What did you do? I know you were confused about the settings, so I wonder if something happened by accident. Yeah, yeah, no. This is off topic from artwork. I'm so sorry. For anyone who comes in is like, art? Oh, this isn't art. Yeah, this is the art of me being confused. I had Astral. So I generated my acronym. I did mine. I think this is just like where all of our things together. What? What broke it? Could not access required locations for accessibility check. It's missing all of this. Why is it missing this? Well, how did you do yours, Eli? Maybe lie could you set it up for us? Lie could you lie if we gave you can we if we gave you the files, would you set it up for us and then just like send whatever I need to host it back to me? I don't know. Lie, help me. Obi-Wan can help me. You're my only hope. Okay. I just wanted to show that because that's what was happening to me when I generated it. Nothing was happening that I could use. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't know. What? Okay, no, no, no. So lie. Okay. I'm going back to this. Hold on. Let me get this out. I freaking I don't have Discord open. I sent this is not artwork related. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I sent this link to Astral to fill out. And then I did mine. I did mine on the site. So we did that. We exported the options and we got the YAML whatever file. So I have that. I have the files. They're right here. And I know there's a way to do it through the website, and I know there's a way to do it with the thing I was just on. It's not doing it through the thing. So I expect it to maybe not do it through the website either. If they work the same. But I don't know how to do it through the website at all. I was following I was following it so well. I was following it so well. Okay. Lied, look what happened. Like it won't first I can't host the game. Lie, I can't do this. I have to generate the game. That's where I'm stuck. Oh, hi, Jumbo Josh. I'm stuck on the generation of the game. It's not generating a game. Oh my god. Okay. All right, here we go. And I tried this, by the way. You see? This is what happens. Lie, help me. I don't know what's broken. I'm guessing the website here is generating the same thing that's happening here. So something is broken, and I don't know what's broken. Like, I don't know what's broken at all. Other than it said missing location. Wait, what the fuck did it say? Could not access required location for accessibility. Is that what it said? Could not access required locations for accessibility check. Astral, this a lot. I mean, obviously, it's the freaking dungeons. These all look like they're the dungeons. Astral, what did you change? Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna hold on. This I'll revisit this. I'll revisit this. I'm supposed to be doing art. I've gotten really distracted, but I had both of you here, and I was like, I need help. I was confused, and I was looking up why isn't it not generating anything in the output folder, but that was before I read anything, so I didn't actually read that there was an issue. It said it was an unbeatable game, so something happened in the logic. Excuse me. Something happened within. I did see that you messaged me, Astral. I will now that I've actually read what is wrong, I will look to see what's happening. Because if we can get this set up this week, we can start it next week. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I don't know what I'll do next week for Monday stream. Maybe. Might not need to. I will try to see what I can do. And I'm not trying to, Astral, I hope you know I'm not trying to blame you for anything, because I literally don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's acting that way. I can only guess because it just said those locations are not accessible for something. So I don't know what is. Programming is hard. Programming is hard, and we're messing with the programming. No, I know you didn't try to break it. I know this is not like, ah. Lie, you said that. It honestly, I think I had more options than Astral did. Like, if I were to hold on, if I were to, we're so distracted. I'm so distracted with this, but I I want to make sure this is done right, so we can like play it. It's like This is a link to the past, right? A link to the past. If I were to go to Ocarina of Time, with this one, no, it's the options page, isn't it? Like, there's way more for Ocarina of Time. Like, look at all. It like keeps going. It just keeps going. Astral, I think if we had you do Ocarina of Time, I think your brain would have burst. There's so many, although some of it is like these like cosmetics, right? It can't be a bad ROM. Both of the ROMs I used for it were ROMs that I used for my randomizers, my individual randomizers. So I know the ROMs work. I mean, my very legit Zelda games work. Um, just just a shot, like a callback here. I am gonna make Navi moo. Navi is going to moo. It felt appropriate. It felt appropriate to have Navi moo like she did in my Ocarina of Time randomizer. Um, but yeah, I don't. I was like, why am I not getting anything in my output folder? Oh, maybe if I learned how to read. This is why reading is a very important thing. But like anything that deals with oh, I don't know either. I'm trying my best because I don't have I mean this is my first time messing with this, so doing my best. But I'll probably compare what Astral changed with what the default is because my link to the past one should still be on default options. And I'll see if maybe if I think any of those would have broken it for some reason. If not, we might need a your tech friend's help. I mean, unless you want to like tell your friend, "Hey, there my sister's getting this error right now." Have any ideas why? You can feel free to do that. I don't know. Specific version the why I'm using the symmetry brush on this. Um I know they ask for a specific type of ROM, but that is in the appropriate folder that it needs to be in. Like it's I made it the type of ROM it's asking for and I put it in the folder it needs to be in. Or I clicked it. Like when I first hit generate, it's like we need the ROM, and so I had to go and make sure the ROM was the correct uh file version file that they needed, file extension, whatever. Um, and then I clicked it, and I'm like, this is the ROM I want to use. So I don't know. It's kind of just frustrating. On the plus side, and Astro got to see me cry about this. I I saw on the guide it was like you're gonna have to port forward, and I immediately had flashbacks back in the day. I had to hurt my brain to figure out how do you port forward for a Minecraft vanilla server. It took so long to figure that out. And I mean I eventually did figure it out, but it was such a pain. So when I saw the guide for this one was like, you're gonna have to port forward, I was like, no, why? I was so sad. Astral got to see me go, no, no, but it was so easy. I was like, oh, well, it's gotten easier since the last since I was younger because it was such a pain in the ass, especially because I also wasn't. When did I do that? I don't remember if it was before or after I lived by myself. If it was before, that's a whole different pain because I have to now sit here and like, how do I get into this thing when I'm not the person in charge of the internet? So that would have been mom. Nope, it's not bad. So that's pink. This is pink. This is pink. I mean, everything is pink technically, but like her hands are backwards, aren't they? Why did no one tell me her hands are backwards? Gosh, dang it. Okay, hold on. You're good. We're reaching near the end of the stream. Thank you for watching Monkey Island. I hope you get a good rest. I'm gonna need a good rest. I can feel myself needing a good rest. But it's also supposed to like rain tomorrow, so I think my brain hurts. Freaking can't believe I. No one said anything when I drew her hands incorrectly. I'm tired of it raining, but only because it rains and then it's still humid. Like at least if it rained, I wish it would give us relief from the humidity. God, but that would be just way too nice. That'd be too nice for us. Now that her hand is on properly, I. What's really funny is usually I don't get hands backwards. I usually am really good about like checking which direction the thumb is supposed to go in, but for some reason, not this time. My brain got a hiccup. Well, yeah, like I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna guess we're not gonna start this randomizer next week because of technical difficulties. Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. For stream, maybe we'll do some art maybe or something else I can't possibly think of at the moment. But something. I know I'm gonna do art Friday and I'm doing art now. Although I'm doing art now because we finished Monkey Island, which I now get to put together as a full video because I haven't been posting the first two parts because I was like, I think it's going to be short enough. Although that means it's three parts. So I think maybe I'm going to go back and I'm going to merge Grim Fandango into some parts together. Because Grim Fandango is also three parts, but again, like Monkey Island here, the last part was pretty short. So I think I could just mash it all into a video, and then that would free up wherever the frick the rest of the video is. Like the rest of the stream is. The rest of the stream is something else, and I don't remember. I know one of it is like a setup for a randomizer. And that's all I can remember. Like I don't remember if we started the randomizer or not. It might have been something else. So you know what? I think I'm gonna just make this all the same pink. This is the same. Like this is. Can't these feet are all this color? I think the hardest part about Chansey is how Chansey doesn't have like a lot of distinct like animal ears or anything like that. Chansey does have a tail that I didn't give her exactly. I was trying to have the bow mimic the tail, and I don't know if I succeeded in that. There's a lot of good though in this zine. It is very like exciting to see how people are making things. And some of them are like really creative. Especially because some of them are like, you know, Geodude. How do you turn Geodude into a dude? Mm-hmm. Not that big. Pink, pink, like a off white. And then there's blue. This is almost like very pastel color. I think that's literally all the colors. I think it's just those four colors. Five colors. I can't count. I can't count. It's five colors. It's a very limited color palette I went with, which isn't a problem. Limited color palettes can be really cool. Side of Oh, you know who I need to make a, and I've realized this during art fight. I'm like, oh, I should really make an official reference sheet of. I need to make a reference sheet of my character, in Rita, specifically her dragon form, because I feel like she's one of those characters that like gets 5 different versions of her from people drawing her. So I feel like I need to finally get her a reference sheet so that it's like this is exactly what her dragon form looks like. I love how this character looks very like fairy type, but she is not fairy type. She's not fairy type at all. She's normal type. I think she's only normal type too, if I remember correctly. Chansey is normal. I mean, I know Chansey is normal, but I think it's literally just straight normal. Yeah, Chansey's just a normal Pokemon. Like Audino, but Audino definitely should be freaking fairy Pokemon. Fight me. Fight me about it. Okay. Actually, don't fight me. I don't feel like fighting. Don't fight me, actually. I'd rather not fight. I like the pink Pokemon. My favorite, my one of the like funny things to me is that when I when like there's this assumption on what my favorite evolution is. For some reason, I mean, it's an obvious reason, but there is a assumption that my favorite evolution is Sylveon because Sylveon is the fairy type evolution. Sylveon is not my favorite evolution. But everyone keeps thinking that Sylveon is my favorite evolution because I like fairy types and I'm called fairy. I'm like, no, actually, Sylveon is not my favorite evolution. Uh, I would argue my favorite is probably I have a three-way tie on it, but this is for good reason. I like Jolteon, Umbreon, and Espeon because of the fact that all three of them were my first evolutions that I had technically. Umbreon and Espeon, because my first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Coliseum, and in Pokemon Coliseum, your starter Pokemons are Pokemons, Pokemon. Your starting Pokemon are Umbreon and Espeon. Those are the starting two. And then my first mainstream Pokemon game was Platinum, and in it I evolved my Eevee into a Jolteon. So all three of them have a special place in my heart. Sylvia's your favorite? See, I feel like people would think your favorite might be Umbreon or Espeon, but I would think Umbreon. But still, I mean, I don't hate any of them. I just Sylveon's not my favorite. It is the trans flag Eevee. That is correct, actually. For yourself, you think people would associate Jolteon with you? I'm thinking of like space, and Umbreon's related to the moon. That's why I thought of Umbreon. Oh, I forgot to erase this. I only said maybe Espeon because because Umbreon and Espeon are like supposed to be opposites to each other. And Umbreon is associated with the moon, and Espeon is associated with the sun, which is also a giant ass star. I know we keep forgetting that fact, but so I would think those. If there was a flying type evolution, that would be the one everyone associates you with, right? At least I would. I'm associated with you, yeah, with the sky and such, and so flying would obviously be like the most sky thing you can get in the game. I'm still disappointed that when they introduced Sylveon, they didn't introduce a dragon evolution, and that's partly because of the fact that like all of the other than the first generation, so excluding uh excluding Jolteon, Vaporeon, Flareon, excluding those, the other groups were done in pairs of opposites of each other, or like one is more powerful against the other type deal, and I feel like they missed the opportunity to not do a dragon one to be the pair with fairy, and I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. They should have done a dragon evolution when they introduced Sylveon. Also, I would have been really excited because I fucking love dragons. It's so disappointing. It was so disappointing to be like, oh, there's no dragon evolution. Are you kidding me? Could have been so cool. But no, just fairy. And I have nothing against Sylveon. But man. And of course, ever since then, they haven't given us any new evolutions, which also kind of stinks. I'm pretty sure. Okay. My favorite Mega Form would probably beat the crap out of your favorite Pokemon. Adino's Mega Form, I think is normal. Is it normal fairy? Let me look. Let me look. I know it's fairy. Yeah. Mega Adino is normal fairy. And fairy is strong against dragon. What is normal strong against? Absolutely nothing. Normal is not super effective against anything. Okay. That's lame. But it wouldn't be weak against your Pokemon at all. Uh, at least not super. So it'd just be the dragon and fairy parts colliding. Oh, I was just at it. I just closed it. Why do you say these things when I just closed the freaking type? It's super weak to fighting. You could beat fighting would beat up a normal Pokemon. At least if I'm reading this correctly. I'm actually really bad about type, so I'm really bad. Like I keep thinking ice is effective against fire, and that's incorrect. That's not correct in the slightest way, but it's correct in my head. Yes, it is the equivalent of just beating the crap out of a normal human being who wasn't doing anything and is not specialized in any fighting techniques. Yes. I hope. So this theme that I'm working on, I hope, and I pray that if they ever do the Innova, right? Is that what Adino came from? I can't believe I'm asking this question. Is it the Innova region? Yes. Okay. I actually know what I'm talking about. Okay. If we ever do, if the Zine ever does the Anova region, I hope and I pray I get in and I get Adino. I'll be like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me now, or Mega Adino, or shiny one, give it to me. Because I technically have a design for Mega Adino, but not regular Adino. So it would be so much fun. And again, it's my favorite Pokemon. It would be nice. But right now it's just we're just doing Kanto and Johto. God, I think I have cat fur in my nose because it's really bothering me right now. I also have this incorrect. It's really funny to me because the Dino is like Chansey, where it's connected to like nurses and healing and blah blah blah. And in my head, a Dino is like just a powerhouse monster. And this is just because of my playthrough of Pokemon Black, where my Adino, because I think it was the bug gym specifically, because I had a lot of grass Pokemon, so the bug gym like kicked the ass out of all of my grass Pokemon, and so Adino had to pick up the pieces and beat the crap out of some bugs. And like my Adino in that game, I just associate with like being a muscle powerhouse who will beat the crap out of you, which is very much not the vibe that the Pokemon Company wants Adino with, because they want Adino to be like, oh, cute, fluffy nurse Healy. And I'm like, no, she beats the crap out of her enemies. It's really funny. Also, I don't know why. Have you? Was it you or was this somebody else? When I watched Pokemon Detective Pikachu. We watched Detective Pikachu. I watched it with somebody, and I went, "Look, Adino! Adino's freaking huge in that movie." I don't know why they're so big. They're humongous in that movie, and I'm like, did I remember the size of Adino wrong? Because why so big? You remember that? Then maybe it was you. What I remember is I watched Detective Pikachu at my job at that time, and then I was like, "Do you want to go watch it?" And you're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take you." And we went and we watched it. And so I watched it a second time with you. They were humongous. I bet I could look up a picture. To I don't know why they're so large. They're just like, for me, I'm like, why are you so fucking huge? Look at this. Okay, I will say my brain exaggerated it a little bit. My brain was exaggerating them to be even taller than this, but like, look, how tall this thing is. That's up to this lady's shoulder. And most women are taller than me. This Adino might be the same size as me. We might be the same height. How big is the Adino supposed to be? Oh my god, is this Adino supposed to be 3 foot 7 inches? Adino is like half my height. So either this woman is very short or this Adino is freakishly huge. Also, Spooter. I'm pretty sure that's Spooter, right? That's these Spooters right here. And that's just a freaking oh, is it a Do Rio happening over here? I love Detective. It was such a good movie. I don't know why Adina's so large in that movie. I know why. Was it Totera? Totera being so large in that movie. Me. There was like an in movie reason for why they were so freaking huge. It's literally because of experimentation. So. Oh, I had a thought lie. I thought it would be funny, but it's probably not going to happen. But it would be funny for me, anyways. I was like, I wonder what it would be like if I had live stream, like playing Ocarina of Time. Because you haven't played Ocarina of Time, right? I know you've beat Wind Waker. You've now beat Wind Waker and Four Swords Adventure. Those are the two Zelda games. You haven't beaten any others, right? Oh, you never finished Ocarina of Time? I just wonder what it would be like to just be like, here, hand you controller. I think I was thinking about this because, like, it's really hard to experience a video game twice unless you have like the shittiest memory ever. And the game is like it's been like decades or something since you played it, right? And like I feel like the closest thing to experiencing a game all over again for the first time, like fresh, is to watch somebody who's never played it. But like hopefully somebody who is enjoyable to watch play it. Because I know there's like depending on the person, like that would be too frustrating, like to watch. So it's like, oh, this person doesn't know what they're doing. And it's like, yeah, because this is the first time playing it. I definitely have cat fur something in my nose. It's driving me crazy. Um, but for me, I kind of sometimes I get annoyed, but like also sometimes it's like really fun to watch other people who haven't experienced the game experience it for the first time, like earnestly experience it for the first time because they bring back that like that energy of like wonder and excitement of exploration and puzzle solving and stuff. That's what I like. And then of course like I like being there, like being like, let me give you a hint if you need it, but if you don't, keep going. I like being Navi, is what I'm saying. I like to be Navi and help people if they need it. But I also would like to see how if they can figure it out. But that's why I thought of like, I wonder if, but I know that's not really gonna happen, especially because your computer is poo. It would require you to have a better computer so you can stream. Because I don't think me streaming your game through to my stream would be good quality at all. Yeah, you're evil beast. Okay, look at that. I got some more work done. Like actual, like this is work. This is. I know I do zines for fun, but zine is also like work because it's like a responsibility, right? Look at that. This is great. We have, I think, two check ins for this reference sheet. I could, like, not work on it for the first check in and be fine, and then the second check in be good. I think I need to do an icon. Maybe I'll do the little icon for her and work on that instead. But, for now, this is YouTube's spot to say goodbye, YouTube, for watching this little art ramble session. I am going to kick people out. I always say I'm kicking you out, please. I am sending y'all on to a journey. I'm gonna send you to Comey again, because Comey is doing a donathon. They are doing $2 sketches over at Kofi. So if you have $2 to just like throw at them, please do. They will draw you a little sketch for $2. I recommend paying them way more than $2, but that's just me. Um, Friday, we will also be continuing art. I'm going to continue drawing Zelda. We have to finish Pajama Zelda, and then we will work on one of the other Zeldas. Maybe Cat. I would love to draw Cat Zelda. And I think that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me tonight. Bye bye.